What's going on, y'all? So listen. Oh, girl, like nothing. Let me tell you something. The world been depressing. Okay, the world has been depressing. All right, and I've been in a state of bitch. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But girl, today it just be the little things. And this, baby, the mood has changed. Okay, a shift in time. You feel the vibes, bitch. Okay, listen. A bitch is back. You know what I'm saying? I feel myself. I can see my scalp. I felt the wind on my scalp. You know what I'm saying? And the hang time is there and it's not off. Oh girl. Oh girl. Ashley is back. Ashley is back. How you guys doing? Okay. I had to start this off with some little, hypeness for me because, most of the time when we do these, what it is these weeks, I should say, it's just been a little downtrodden, okay? But I feel like this week might be a little bit better, just a little bit. We getting there. I see a lot of progress somewhat happening, okay? But let's just get into this what it is. First of all, I hope everybody has had a good week. Listen, this is my day off. Y'all see what I did on my day off. And let me just tell y'all this. I ain't even got no Hair Chronicle complaints to put up this week. Because listen, I had an appointment at 11 o'clock to go to the hair salon, you know what I'm saying? And I was surprised that I was able to get it in the first week that they opened. This is the first week that all the hair salons out here in Chicago have been open, okay? And then on a Friday at that, girl, at 11 a.m. I got there at 10:52, and as soon as I came in, they said, sit your ass right there and go ahead so we can shampoo your shit. I said, all right, do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And then as soon as they finish shampoo, and I mean scrub my scalp, any itchy parts, girl, get it all over. Okay, let me know if I'm going too hard or whatever. I said no, go as hard as you can. I want you to scab that shit up. Okay, that's how hard I want you to scratch my scalp. Okay, I love it when they be up in my hair, just going. It's just it's orgasmic a little bit, just a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Especially when your scalp has been screaming, okay? And it was time for a second wash. I washed it earlier. It was time for a second wash. It was starting to flake up. I was starting to really look like, the beast out here or whatever, and I just really wasn't feeling it. I was looking like the beast put up with Mufasa nappy man or whatever. And I had to say that word because that's exactly how the fuck I was feeling. I couldn't even put my goddamn fingers through my head because it was just so it was too much. It was too much, okay? It would have got caught. Put a comb through it without it being wet, bitch, it would have broke. You know what I'm saying? Try to put a brush on that bitch, it probably would have broke too. That's happened to me a few times. That's how thick my hair is, and that's why I locked this shit up. So then, I went on ahead. As soon as they finished shampooing me, he was like, come on, get up in the chair. You know what I'm saying? They rang my stuff out. I said, all right, we finna go on for record time up in this bitch. Went on ahead and did my hair, twisted this shit back up with no stops. Because usually, nigga be stopping to get on the phone, go to the back, go smoke some weed, go to eat or whatever. And I be like, really? You wait till I come to do some shit like this? But no, straight through. Plus, he was dealing with some personal issues, and I didn't want to get on his bad side or whatever. I felt bad for him. Somebody in his life died or whatever. It was sad because I was listening to the whole conversation. I ain't even put my music up. Okay, I was listening to the whole conversation, and it's fucked up what happened. It really is some nigga shit. But anyway, put me under the dryer, baby. I was out of there in my whole stay was 2 hours and 5 minutes. 2 hours and 5 minutes. I said, what? What? Record time. I said, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? And I gave him a big tip just for that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I was like, welcome back. We need a child or whatever. And then you went on ahead and did what you had to do. You get a big tip for that, okay? But anyway, let's just get up into this video. So, we get started with the Breonna Taylor incident report that was released. Recently, they just put out Breonna's laws. I believe they have it approved, and they passed it banning the no-knock warrants and stuff like that, because that's exactly what happened. Each and every day, like Breonna Taylor got killed in March. ever since then, and ever since her death has become a national thing, we've seen more celebrities speaking out about it, more videos talking about it, especially because of George Floyd's situation. We're seeing more people talking about it, and we're literally trying to get justice for all these people, all these black men and women who were wrongly unjustly killed by the cops and trying to cover it up, and no one was talking and trying to bury the situation. So now we're trying to bring it to light. We have different situations that, people, the lady that went to the sleepover with all them white ladies, and then next thing you know, she didn't come out of there alive. She was the only one that died. Yeah, they reopening up her case, which they should, because nobody investigated that shit. Okay. Thank God they're doing that. But with Breonna Taylor, they released the incident report. And when I say I've never seen an incident report so fucking bare like that, baby, it looked like all they only had was her name and her age. That's probably it. Everything else was just blank. I said, did you finish? Did y'all forget to finish it out? Girl, and then it's like stuff keep coming out each and every day about this case and how messed up and shady it is. The fact that one of the arresting officers had 2 charges of sexual assault on him. Okay, that's one. Then we listening to the interview with her mom, and her mom is saying how the police was basically trying to blame the shit on the boyfriend, trying to make it seem like he the one that did it. And she like, no, 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 no. And I'm so glad she didn't fall for the fool shit. Okay, she didn't fall for it. And then they had her waiting in the hospital for 2 hours, basically trying to say that her daughter was in the hospital, knowing damn well she was in her room dead. Okay. And I was just like, that's messed up. That was just messed up. I really do hope with all the stuff that has been going on, the protests have not stopped. The media coverage may not be so heavy about it right about now. This is like the second or third week into the protest, and people are still going strong. There are protests still going on in large numbers, and I am happy about that. If you don't hear it in the media, go on social media, baby. We are still talking about it. We are still tweeting about it. We are still being activists about it. We're not about to let this shit die. Back in our ancestor days, our grandparents' days, great grandparents or whatever, back in the civil rights era, when they went on protest that last months. Okay. The bus boycott, I believe, lasted over a year. You know what I'm saying? You had the freedom riders. You had all this stuff. You had all these people that were doing freedom riders that were doing protests that last months until change happened. We cannot just get out here and just start talking about a situation and let it die down a week later. No, we've seen trends and stuff like that happen. We've seen that happen before. Okay, that's how stuff does not get done. Okay, we have to be diligent. We have to be persistent. We have to keep on going with the fight. You know what I'm saying? And go about it the right way. If you want to put your timeline and that's all you want to tweet about and talk about, let that be that. Don't let nobody make you feel like, oh, girl, that was so, okay, can you talk about something else? No, bitch, that's what I want to talk about. And even if you want to talk about something else, don't let nobody make you feel bad about that, because you have to have some normalcy as well, okay? You have to live your life and have to have some joy somewhere, somehow, okay? And you can do that as well as still being active about trying to get this stuff out here and still put up the good fight. You have to have a healthy balance. That's all that it's about. It's about balance. There you go. Terry Crews. They want to defund the police and stuff like that. That's one of the main things. And it's just basically, who really explained it really, really well. Go to Funky Dineva's YouTube page, and he did a whole video on it, and he explained it perfectly for me. It's just allocating resources, not taking away, because that's what people, when they say defund, to me, automatically, I think about money. Okay, I'm not hearing, abolish. I know I heard some abolish the police and all that stuff, but truth be told, there's gonna come some times where, unfortunately, that we are gonna need the police. Okay, and we need the good ones. What basically we need when we defund the police is take some of that money and allocate it to places in the community that can benefit it better. And then give these police more training, having them. I was looking at the stats of some other countries or whatever, where it takes like 2 to 3 years for them to become a police officer, and it only takes a matter of a few hours or whatever for us to come over here in the United States to become a police officer. And it's like, girl, we have to do better, okay? No one's talking about taking the police away. No, we just allocating the resources elsewhere, the same way that they done with the educational system, okay? They defunded education. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see the public schools closing, and then you see the charter schools opening up and stuff like that. It's just a lie. We've seen it already. But yeah, that was going on. And as I was about to get into saying, Terry Crews out here cooning again. Like, these days I don't put too much faith, and I never really have put too much faith up in celebrities, okay? Because as soon as you start liking them, as soon as you start, finding yourself, oh, this my nigga, this my dude, okay, something happens where, bitch, they come out and they say something stupid. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. Beyonce, girl, have Yvette write all of your PR statements or whatever. That's what I need you to do, okay? Because the day that you come out and you let something stupid, now I'm gonna let you slide with that person of color, people of color thing. You know what I'm saying? I get what you was trying to say or whatever, but you corrected it in the little graduation speech or whatever. You went off because that shit motivated the hell out of me, and I've been graduated. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you said don't talk about it, be about it, bitch. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. But let Yvette write all your stuff, because Yvette knows the right words to say. Convey it to her. She'll know how to formulate it and everything. And then you just read the script like you did in that graduation speech. And when you put up that the Instagram video, okay, just read it. That's all I want you to do. Because, girl, I don't want you to make a misstep, because, bitch, I don't want it to come times that I'm going to have to cuss your ass out and really go the fuck in. Because y'all know how my mouth goes, okay? Yvette gonna hit me up and be like, bitch, we can't fuck with you no more. And I'm be like, well, you should have told Beyonce not to say what she said. Okay? What, you thought I was gonna give her a pass? No, ma'am. Okay? You gotta call the shit out. Okay? Kid Fury had to call his fave out. Okay? Trina, when she said what she had to say. That's called being real and unbiased. I can love a person, but, I can call them out on their fuck shit. And that's why I don't get so involved in these celebrities like that, because most of them are bound to fucking disappoint. Mind you, Terry Crews has been down this road before a few times, and he has not learned his lesson yet, okay? Sir, okay? We are not in White Chicks no more, all right? We are moved on past that. We are on to other things, okay? You don't have to put on that coon act that you did up in White Chicks. He literally took that character and embodied it and never let go of it, because from, him and the Gabrielle Union situation, basically throwing her under the bus, to this talking about some black fucking supremacy. Girl, what is that? Okay? In order for somebody to be supreme at anything, the person that they have to have power. Black people ain't really have power like that. We trying to get power, and we trying to get equality and stuff like that. Okay? You putting out tweets about, nothing can change without the white folks and the cops and stuff like that. And if we don't want to do this without them, that's black supremacy. I'm just rephrasing. It's been a minute since I looked at the tweet, but y'all get what I'm saying. You saw it. You saw it. You saw the controversy about it. And I'm just like, why would you say something like that? And then when people get on his ass about it, he put out another tweet talking about for everybody, every black person or whatever who called me a coon or Uncle Tom, you are a black supremacist. Sir, what? Just shut, like, it's okay to just shut the fuck up if you don't know the right words to say about stuff, because I would rather you stay silent than say something so ignorant. Okay, like, Terry Crews, stop it. Stop it. Like, if I was his kids, I would be so embarrassed. And I'd be like, that ain't my daddy. That is not my daddy. That is a man that lived up in my household for a few years, and I just didn't realize who the fuck he was. But that is not my daddy, okay? Listen, no, you're not about to be saying no stupid shit like this around me, okay? Like, it takes little to educate yourself. And if, like I said, you don't have nothing smart to say or good to say or nothing to truly contribute to conversation, just be quiet, okay? just be quiet. Or if you feel like you're going to say something, have somebody in your household that got some goddamn sense to proofread this shit. I know the PR agents and publicists are going fucking crazy during this time, okay? Because I have seen so many PR statements and apologies and public statements coming out saying stuff. Girl, everybody and their mama is trying to say some stuff, okay? Trying to apologize for this and trying to apologize for that and pass doing it. Oh, we were wrong. We got it wrong. All these brands coming out apologizing and, you know, people coming out apologizing. I don't believe any of it because you said it, and when you said it, you meant it. Okay, it wasn't a accident. It wasn't a mistake. You thought it. You took the time to tweet it. You took the time to post it. You took the time to say it. You meant that shit. Okay, you didn't give a fuck about what consequences or actions will happen after that. So I don't fall for these apologies, especially when it comes from big brands and stuff like that. Girl, I'm just tired of seeing it. Starbucks was one of the latest, okay, because they got on Starbucks ass talking about Starbucks wasn't going to let, they people was coming out saying that it was an email that went out saying that, they wasn't going to let them, they couldn't wear nothing that says Black Lives Matter or whatever because it's, religious affiliation or political and personal stuff or whatever, but yet you let them, you got the LGBT stuff, which can be said the same about that. Okay? And I'm like, if you doing LGBT, what's wrong with doing Black Lives Matter? And I'm LGBT all day. Okay? So I'm like, what's the point, bitch? Like, why you... No, if you're not doing Black Lives, then you're not doing LGBT. Like, no. And then they had to come out and say, we are doing stuff, but we partner up with this Black Partner Network something, and we're going to have this type of, merchandise, whatever, for the customers and for our people. I said, yeah, clear that shit up, because people was ready to boycott Starbucks. I said, this the same Starbucks company who had the same issue with the two guys that was there with the cops, the two black guys that was there for a meeting, and the cops got called on them, and they got taken out, and y'all shut down most of the Starbucks to have that insensitivity, racial, sensitivity goddamn meeting or whatever. That same Starbucks, girl, I truly feel Starbucks is overrated, but that's just me, okay? My Folgers will work just as good, okay? Y'all talk about something, y'all going over to Dunkin' Donuts, y'all's a goddamn lie. Y'all finna go right back to Starbucks. Stop playing, okay? And I'm so tired of seeing all these videos of these Karens being out here. The lady that was up in the I think it was in Phoenix, Arizona, the Hispanic couple. I think they were Mexican. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure they were Latin. Okay. And they were in the gas station, and she comes up in there basically calling them racial slurs and then telling them that they need to get up out this country and go back to where they came from and all this stuff or whatever, and getting up in the girl's face. She pushed the girl, old girl slapped her ass back. Okay. Oh my God. Yes, that's what you deserve, bitch. And then her husband, who is a lawyer or some shit like that, he come out trying to say, it's wrong what she did. I'm not defending her actions and whatever. She, she's suffering some mental illness, whatever, for the past year or so. It's just been going crazy, and I hope she see this and know that she needs to get herself some help. Sir, I'm not buying it. All you had to do was say, my wife was wrong as shit. We don't share the same opinions and thoughts or whatever. Truth be told, I wouldn't have believed that shit either, okay? Listen, can you be in a household and be married to somebody who don't have the same or similar views as you? And I know we're supposed to be different, but you can have a little variation in your views, but they can be like, okay, let's just say this. Can you be married to, if you are a Democrat, can you be married to a Republican? And I'm talking about a MAGA Republican. Dumb type of extreme differences, okay? Because I know with some couples out here, when it comes to the religious thing too, different religious couples get together, whatever, religious affiliation couples get together, dominations and stuff like that, and they somehow make it work. But when it comes to political views and shit like that, baby, I just can't. That's a turn off. I wouldn't even get a tingle down there for you. MAGA, drag right back up. Time to get the fuck up out of here, bitch. Let me stop. Fuck you for my ancestors. Let me stop. I'm not finna do that. We're not finna go there. Okay, now let's get into some more mess. Talking about these apology tours that people are going on. And this probably the most I done talked about white people on this thing like this. And I'm talking about like in entertainment and shit. Hold on. Excuse me. That's the first sip of water I had since I came back in the house. Can y'all believe it? Girl, I was just so anxious to get up on camera and show y'all. Girl, the bird in me is coming right back out. It is a beautiful day outside. Oh, I feel like a caterpillar coming out of a shell into a beautiful butterfly. Oh, let me stop playing with y'all. Girl, don't let me get skinty on y'all, okay? Because then y'all really gonna have to be like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. Wait till I drop a few more pounds. Y'all gonna be like, God damn, look at this bitch. We gonna have to deal with this. Yes. I just said. But, Bravo. The Bravo network that, the Real Housewives and all them, Vanderpump Rules, okay? That's my show, too. I watch it, and I've had some questions as to why we've only seen maybe one or two black and I do know that she has some one of her managers at one of her Lisa Vanderpump at one of her restaurants is a black guy, and I've seen him a couple of times on the show. But there was one particular character that actually was featured on the show. Her name was Faith. Okay, she was a black girl, and she's a dark skinned black girl at that, brown chocolate skin, whatever you want to call it. It's beautiful on her. So she was on there, and I said that for a reason. Because what wound up happening is, first of all, an old podcast of Stassi, and I don't know if you guys watch Vanderpump Rules, but it comes from a spinoff from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills when Lisa Vanderpump used to be on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and then they gave her a spinoff to show her business and to showcase her staff or whatever. And one of the main characters was Stassi, Christian Jax, Tom, the two times Katie, Ariana, and then now it's what's the girl with the lips? Oh my god, the one that's fucking around with the movie producer. Y'all know who I'm talking about if you watch the show. Okay, so those and James Kennedy. He swear he the white Kanye, but whatever. The show was interesting enough, and it was good when it first came on. Now it become like most shows that's been on for years and years and years and multiple seasons. It's getting a little dull. It's getting a little fictitious and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like the drama is contrived as shit. And Sheena, okay? Sheena is 34 years old, and that bitch still acts like she's 16. I could never be with somebody like her, nor could I be her friend, okay? It just would never fucking work. I'd be like, bitch, grow the fuck up. But anyway, Stassi, we saw a little bit of change in her, just a little bit, because when she first came on the show, she was a bitch. I did not like her. But I will say, and I will give her this credit, that throughout the season, she has progressed a little bit, matured a little bit, just a little bit. And in this last season, she got proposed to. If you didn't see it, I just spoiled it for you. Fuck, it is what it is, okay? Mama not about to be on the show no more, okay? And then we have Christian. Christian got fired from Vanderpump, Sir or whatever, like damn near 4-5 seasons ago. Okay, and she's still on the show. All right, and something is wrong with that lady. That lady is 30 something years old, damn near 40, if not. And something is so wrong with her mental. It's just like her whole spirit and everything about her being on the show. It just disturbed me so bad. Okay, because I'm like, do she realize, like, do she have some type of mental illness or whatever? If you've seen the show, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, and the way she carried on with this last boyfriend in the last season, I was just like, oh my god. So what wound up happening is, Stassi has this podcast, and back when, what wound up happening that another Black Lives Matter march came out and in 2017 something happened. I can't, it's right there at the tip of my tongue, and I'm gonna remember as soon as I upload this. But either way, she was speaking on it and basically saying, I get that stuff be happening, but why is it that we always got to cater to them, and why is it Black Lives Matter, and why it, she said, and I don't want to say them because it makes it sound like this and all this stuff, but you just did. It was very racially insensitive. That's what it was. I'm not going to call it racist, but it was racially insensitive. Okay. And I was listening to it and I was like, I think this is a clip from what happened before because they got on her ass in one of the season's reunions about her words. And I think this is part of it. And I think I never heard the full clip until now. And I was like, wow. And she's still on the show. You know what I'm saying? And so we get to this day where Faith, the black cast member at the time, her last season, she got called out for sleeping with Jax, who was about to get married to this girl named Brittany, who, she's dumber than a box of rocks herself, she basically slept with old boy, and it is what it is with that. And she forgave him, but didn't forgive Faith or whatever, even though Faith claims that she tried to apologize. But Stassi and Christian both did this thing where they were coming for Faith. And it was this report that went out in, I think, the Daily Mail about this black woman who was out being a thief or whatever. And she had a lot of tattoos. She was light skinned or whatever. Craze looked up. I guess that's what they said. And they called the cops trying to say that it was Faith. And they did this on purpose, trying to do it as a joke, but did this on purpose, okay? And I said that was fucked up, all right? With all the stuff that's been going on, you do not falsely call. They were carrying her. They were carrying her. That's what they was doing, okay? They called the cops on her to make it seem like she was the one that did this stuff. Mind you, she does not look or resemble damn near close to the person that actually did this. First of all, the skin tone does not match, And then this comes to light because Faith was doing some type of radio show or whatever, and she put that out there, and Bravo got word of it. Stassi trying to come out and apologize. Christian trying to come out and apologize. Bravo gave them the axe and said they will not be coming back for season 10 or whatever season it is for next season. And I said, it is what it is. Truth be told, it's been time for Bravo to clean up house. It's been time for Bravo to clean up house. And that's one of the main shows that need the house to be cleaned, okay? And then I'm sitting here like, they brought up old tweets from Jax because Jax even said the same thing about the girl in the same situation. And he was doing that being bitter because, but I'm like, you fucked her. You know what I'm saying? And my whole thing is, if you're going to get rid of those two main cast members, you need to get rid of Jax too, or revamp the whole show or whatever, because Jax is 40 years old and that motherfucker has not changed. He's so immature, and he gives me I'm not going to even fucking lie, 95% of them cast members, they give me like they probably got some racially insensitive motives and vibes about them, and they probably be saying some wild out shit that they don't put on camera that just never got caught, okay? They have always given me that tease, always, and he's the main one, all right? One of the old cast members that was on last season named Billy, she came out and said, well, Jackson refused to allegedly refused to film with her because she was trans. Mind you, Lisa Vanderpump is all here for the gay community, the LGBT community, and so it was this big controversy about their pastor when they were supposed to, get married, and they're acting like they didn't know that he was homophobic and saying all this other crazy, insensitive racially shit, you know what I'm saying? Discriminatory shit, and I said that to bring the wife up, Jack's wife, Brittany, because Faith came out and said not only was Stassi and Christian saying this stuff about me, did this to me, Brittany called her a nappy-headed hoe, allegedly. Brittany denies it, of course, but I believe it. I believe it. I don't believe that good girl act for anything that she be putting out. They also got rid of two other cast members that just came on this season, Max and Brent, because they brought up some stuff from their past where they were saying the N-word or whatever and all this stuff throughout some tweets or whatever. Mind you, Max said that he got African, he's you know, his grandfather is African American and all this stuff. I said I would have never thunk it. I would never thunk it because, baby, you don't look like you got a drop of it in you, but you literally probably just got a drop. You know what I'm saying? But if they're gonna get, like I said, if they're gonna get rid of these few cast members, they need to go sweep through all of Bravo and get rid of all of the insensitivity stuff that's been going on, and just do a whole overhaul. You cannot just do one and not do the other. And I feel as though, like, everybody is trying to, you know, clean up house and be politically correct all of a sudden now with the Black Lives Matter issue that's going on and the police brutality stuff that's going on, and it's reached a fever pitch at this point. So everybody is trying to, you know, appease to the black community. That's what it feels like. You know, you got these brands coming out trying to say they're all here for Black Lives Matter, and we got merchandise for this and merchandise for that. And it's like, you know, like the show The Bachelor. The Bachelor just now getting his first black bachelor. Okay, first of all, he looked like he'll choose a white girl anyway, but I'm just saying, if it's gonna be that first bachelor, how many black girls is gonna be on the show? You know what I'm saying? But you're only doing this because of the racial climate that it's in right now. Had all this stuff that's been going on for the past month or so had not been going on and getting all the attention that it's been getting, y'all would have picked a regular white boy, another white boy. Y'all wouldn't have all this solidarity on our team and all this stuff and trying to be for us or whatever. No. That's why I think a lot of this shit is fake. A lot of this shit is fake. I'm sorry to say it, but a lot of it is fake, and it's just what it's coming off for. But you guys, if you watch the then you got on MTV trying to clean up house too. One of the cast members from the challenge, Dee Nugent or whatever, however you say it, Asian girl, she was saying some racially insensitive stuff on could be racially insensitive, racist stuff on her tweets or whatever about the Black Lives Matter stuff or whatever, and they said, bitch, gave her the axe. You know, mind you, she's on the current season of the challenge. She won't be at the reunion. If you look at Teen Mom and one of the challenge members who came from the real world, Corey Wharton, you know, he's the one that came out talking about some on one of his lives, saying that basically he don't know what it's like to be a black person or what it means to be black because he's black and white. And I just want to tell him that, and I understand that biracial people have a struggle to go through. You know, do they deny one side and claim one side, or claim both sides, or what? You know what I'm saying? I get that. I understand that. But to say that you don't know what it means to be black or whatever with all this stuff, and Google is there, and I'm pretty sure you got black friends, if that, you know, you've been around black folks or whatever, you see what's going on, and it's not like he can pass. He literally look light-skinned like me, and I can't pass for white. People see me, they know that I'm light-skinned, okay? That's it. You know what I'm saying? So I was just sitting here like, sir. And of course, his new girlfriend, who was pregnant with his baby, because they was on Teen Mom OG, you know, she got caught up in this whole foray of having tweets that was very racially insensitive and could be categorized as racist or whatever. And, you know, apparently what people were saying was she addressed it on the show a few times already, but now they just decided to say, we're going to cut you from the show. We're cutting ties with MTV, with you. And they were going to have this baby delivery special. They cut that out. And so now they putting all their stuff on their YouTube channel or whatever. And I'm just like, so everybody trying to clean up house now. But it seems a little fake to me because, like I said, you've been new about this stuff and some of this shit has been addressed already, and you just taking now to do something about it. I feel some type of way. What about y'all? Moving on from that. Speaking of Jax Taylor, Ashley from 90 Day Fiance came out. Girl, I'm talking about a whole bunch of white folks right now. Damn. Ashley from 90 Day Fiance, who had the little young Jamaican boy Jay as her husband. Yeah, she said that Jax came underneath one of her posts and talking about how Jay nose is as big as his head and all that stuff. And see, this is what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. She said, fire that motherfucker too. Okay? I don't give a damn if he a goddamn main cast member or whatever. He is irritating. All of them snobs on there irritating, to be quite honest. I don't even know why I still watch it, but you know, I do. It is what it is. I probably won't next season because I'm literally fed up with it. Like this season was a ugh. All right. But anyway, moving on from that, you know what else is fucked up? So I got word yesterday that my concert is officially canceled. Okay, the Janet Jackson Black Diamond tour is officially canceled. You know, she was looking for y'all asses to stay y'all asses in the goddamn. I'll never forget when she posted that shit. She said, "Could y'all please stay in the house because I got shit to do in June." You know what I'm saying? And that was the tour. You know, and we was looking forward to that tour. All us Janet fans was looking forward to that tour. You know, that would have been my first time seeing her in a big arena because usually we've been to the little theaters or the smaller arenas or whatever. Hopefully it'll come back, you know, next year. They'll revamp it, do some better stuff. You know, an album was supposed to be released too called Black Diamond. Girl, Janet, if the tour ain't happening, fuck it. Still release the music. That's all I gotta say on that. And speaking of music, make sure y'all go out and stream buy Chloe and Halle's new album, Ungodly Hour. It came out today. And baby, this is a different Chloe and Halle that we are not really used to. And I'm saying that in a good way. Like they ventured off a little bit from their sound, but it's still so much them. Okay. And let me just say this. The girls, they are young women now. Okay. They cursing on it, you know, and they probably a couple of curse words here and there. And that was it. And it's just so mature, you know, it's showing growth. And the songs, I love each and every song. Like when I say the album is a bop through and through and through and through and through. Like for me, it was no skips. Okay, it was no skips. I'm really much here for it. It's definitely going to be on repeat. You know, I listened to it today while I was at the shop and I was like, wow, because I kept hearing nothing. Nothing. When it came out at midnight, everybody was just talking about it, and all I kept on seeing was nothing but good and positive reviews for it and reactions to it. Girl, that one song, Busy Boy, girl, they said they're talking about Diggy Simmons. I said, wait till the new season of Grownish come on, and when y'all get back to filming, it's gonna be awkward, okay? But the girls really did that, and I am so happy for them that they are getting their shine, getting their respect, getting their just due because they deserve that. Another one of my fellow YouTubers, like they started off on YouTube and now, bitch, Beyonce giving them notes or checking on their album and shit like that and said, girl, put this shit out because this shit fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, come on. One day I'm going to have my come up story. Y'all going to be like, yes, yes, I remember when she was on YouTube. She's still on YouTube, but I remember, you know what I'm saying? Yes, yes. One day, we'll get there. We'll get there. Um, Speaking of some shit. Oh, I still got a lot of stuff to. Damn. Anyway, Trump. Bullshit. Okay. Trump really tried it, and I don't give a fuck what nobody say. He really tried it, and he tried it hard. He tried every African American there is hard, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because he is having one of his first rallies in a long time, and he decided to have it in Tulsa, Oklahoma, on Juneteenth. Okay. Now, if you don't know what Juneteenth is, and a lot of companies are making it that Juneteenth become a national holiday or a paid holiday or something like that. Juneteenth was the day when Texas slaves were officially free. Okay, and that was the end of slavery for them, you know, after the Emancipation Proclamation, and this happened June 19th, 1865, I believe, and I think the Emancipation Proclamation was that in 1863. Either way, don't get me caught. Google, okay? Google. You know, I'm not good with numbers like that. You know, Google that shit. But that's exactly what it was. All right? And then you're going to hold a MAGA rally full of your racist supporters on Juneteenth in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The significance of Tulsa, Oklahoma, 1921. 1921. It's almost 100 years ago. 99 years ago, actually passed last month, was the 99th anniversary of the Black Wall Street, Tulsa, Oklahoma race riots, where Black Wall Street this particular part in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where a whole bunch of black folks were flourishing. They had black-owned hospitals, businesses, banks, schools, just doing the damn thing. They had wealth. White people came in for over 18 hours this one particular day and just slaughtered, destroyed everything. Over 300 people were killed. Over 800 people were injured. You know what I'm saying? A massacre. A massacre. Because they were upset at the fact that these black folks were not suffering in 1921. They were actually coming from underneath their thumb and making a way for themselves and prospering. And you decide to go to Tulsa, Oklahoma on Juneteenth to do your first MAGA rally. Okay. I'm not saying, but I'm saying bullshit, bitch. Okay? Moving on from that hoe. And then he gonna come out and say about the Buffalo cop that pushed that 75-year-old man, talking about son, he had to be Antifa or whatever that group was, and he was up there trying to, it's a possibility he was up there trying to get the scanners to scan the police and all this stuff, and he had a scanner on him. I said, that don't even make sense. And if you look at the video, the man, 75 years old, mind you, he was trying to give back one of their helmets. I said, are you serious? Trump just don't want to be on and be proven wrong. I just can't stand people like him. I really can't. Then you got voter suppression going on in Georgia. I really hope that you guys was able to vote finally, because I've seen it. Those long lives. And let me tell you something. The way my attitude is set up, and I got to get out this mind frame, because they would have probably got me in my younger days. They would have got me. They would have got me. I ain't finna stand up in this long ass line. I'm finna fucking go. Okay? I'm not finna stand out here for hours. I'm finna fucking go. I'm only allowed an hour to be gone to vote. I'm about to go to work. That would have been me. Okay? But in my younger days, now that I'm older and I understand more so and I'm more aware of things, whatever, I would have stood my ass out there for hours, and I would have posted about that shit, bitch. Come on now. Like, you knew that this shit was going on. This is blatant voter suppression, and it's only happening in certain areas, okay? Certain areas. Like, come on. Come on. You got these people out here early in the morning, you opening up late, machines not working, limited machines, and people standing out here for hours. It's hot down there and shit like that. You better be glad you didn't have a fucking uprising. Okay? You better be glad it wasn't that one ignorant fool that just said I had enough. Alright? And just went the fuck off. Okay? Like, you don't do shit like that. And I feel for everybody who stood there, and I thank y'all for staying there and going ahead and putting your vote in. And this is why people say our votes don't matter and why they don't vote, because of stupid shit like this. Like, we gotta do better. And I ain't talking about us. The motherfucking government got to fucking do better, okay? Oh, that shit made me mad. I was looking at nothing but videos and shit like that. Girl, it was just like, NASCAR said we getting rid of the Confederate flags, okay, and all our places and all our property from the races and everything. And of course the racists are mad. They are truly mad. The All Lives Matter racists are really mad, and they just say mad. It is what it is, okay? B. Simone. Woo! Girl, first it was the protesting and how, she just believe in God and this is God, this ain't godly and stuff like that, or whatever the fuck it is that she said. Now it's her coming out talking about this 9 to 5 things, and people was dragging the fuck out of B. Simone. Now, let me tell you something. I was not here for her comments, and not because, because everybody want to say you have a preference, and that's understandable, and that is true. She basically said, because she's an entrepreneur, she wants to be with like an entrepreneur, a CEO or whatever, because they understand the mind frame. Because a 9 to 5 person does not have the same mind frame as an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? And the way that she said it is mostly the reason why people were coming down on her, because like you said, it's a preference. You can prefer to have this. Like, my preference is, I'm not saying that I wouldn't date a light-skinned person, but I like my darks. That's my preference, okay? I like my brown skins and my dark skins. You know what I'm saying? That's my preference, That's like somebody saying I don't hate them. It's just that I have a preference where I like to date smaller women, not thick women, but smaller women, whatever. And if you're saying it in a way that it's not being rude, it's not being offensive or discriminatory, that's just your preference, that's just what you like, okay? But when you're coming out your mouth and you're saying it in a way that can be taken completely wrong, as if there's something wrong with 9 to 5 workers, because at the end of the day, not every 9 to 5 worker is the same, okay? And there are 9 to 5 workers who have the same mentality as an entrepreneur. There are 9 to 5 people who are working 9 to 5 and also have businesses and other things on the side. They also have their hustles on the side, and they're entrepreneurs at that. You know what I'm saying? Everyone is not the same. There are some entrepreneurs that's out here and some CEOs that's out here that's broke as shit, bitch. But just because they got that CEO and that entrepreneur behind their name, that's who you go for. But they can't provide. But you trying to say that they don't, they don't have the same mentality or whatever as you do. And what rubbed me raw about how she said that is because of the simple fact that you just got here. You just got here. She was saying it as if she's been here for years. Like she's been a CEO, a boss, and all this stuff for years. No, you just got here. You put out a little flimsy ass pamphlet of a book. Okay. They posted that live of her talking about her book, and when the pages start sliding the fuck out the cover. And then I saw the book. Now let me tell you something. No shade to anybody putting out stuff, okay? But because I haven't put anything out, so who the fuck am I to say something? But when I think of books, I think of if it's gonna be paperback, like the little paperback novels or whatever, or a hardcover, or something that's thick with substance and got small writings and stuff like that. Not something that literally looks like a pamphlet that you can stick into a folder, that has big writing, that has typewriter print, like you writing an essay that's 14-point font or 13.5-point font, and it's double space, you know, nothing like that. That's not what I'm thinking of. And it got a whole bunch of pictures and writing in it, looking like a fucking coloring book. That is not a book to me. That is a goddamn pamphlet. Okay? That is what that is to me. You know what I'm saying? But, to each his own. And I'm not trying to shade her because I've seen a few of that shit before. And I'm just like, this a book? Maybe my definition of a book is different from your definition. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to knock the girl hustle, but my thing is humble yourself, because you not too far removed from being at a 9 to 5. Yes, you hit your $1 million mark or whatever, but how long you gonna be there? It's up to you, okay? And you have to be careful because everybody is hinging and taking heed to your every word. They following your every word, and people are out here looking for ways and things to come at you about, and you keep giving them ammunition. Okay, and I understand we have this mentality like we don't give a fuck what people say, but you also got to make the shit, make it so that it can be easier on your ass. All right, that's what it came from for me, B Simone. Like I never understood the hype about her. I don't find her funny, but maybe the next person do. I'm not buying her stuff because I don't follow her at all, so why would I? But I'm not going to knock her hustle. But like I said, just humble yourself. And like I said, yes, it's okay to want to date like-minded people, but you have to understand that some of them people that you're putting down, they probably still got the same mentality, okay? A 9 to 5 person can understand the reason why you are up at 3 o'clock in the morning answering emails and shit like that. They can't understand that because, bitch, I can understand that shit. Bitch, I don't even go to sleep until after 3 sometimes, okay? So, listen, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, just be careful, B Simone. Like, girl, I don't know. Okay. Moving on from that. RIP to Jazz Waters, aka Jazz Fly. She's been out here in the game for a while. She was a journalist, she was a TV writer, she wrote on, I don't know if she particularly wrote on these movies, but I know she has some dealings with Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, and a whole bunch of other movies. I did not know that she was one of the writers on This Is Us, and I said shit. When I found that shit out, I said, oh my god. Oh my god. And the new show with Jim Carrey, Kidding, on Showtime, she writes on that. And it came out a couple of days ago that she had passed away, and we did not know how. She was only, like, I think 39 years old. And I remember her when she was on VH1's Gossip Game, the Gossip Game. I actually liked that show. And I think I really gravitated towards her, and come to find out she had committed suicide. They found her hanging in her room, in the house. Trigger warning, sorry. But, it's unfortunate. And it just goes to show that we need to check, especially in this time. Especially in this time. We fully need to check on everybody, okay? Don't think just because this person is always smiling, always laughing, and, oh, they got such a good job, they getting all these opportunities or whatever, they should be the happiest. Some of those be the most depressed, most sad people in the world, and you just need to look out for them. My prayers and my thoughts go out to her. That shit hit me like, damn. And then when I found out how it happened, I was just like, I kind of figured something like that, it was something along those lines, because they would not give out her cause of death right away. Because usually if there was like somebody died from COVID, they would have said, oh, she passed away from COVID or whatever. Or, she was sick. She had, a illness and all that stuff. But they were so vague about what happened. And then it finally came out. It was suicide. And I was just like, that hit me real hard. But, condolences to her and her family and her friends. It was so many people that were just putting out how she was an inspiration for them, and how, she helped them get to where they needed to go in the TV writing field or the journalistic field or whatever. And I was just like, you never realize how much people are loved for the things that they do until they're gone. And that's why we got to give people their flowers now while they are here to receive them and to accept them, okay? But once again, condolences. Given this cold climate that's been going on, they canceled Cops and Live PD. Baby, I didn't even know Cops were still on, okay? We used to watch that back in the day, but I didn't know that shit was still on. But okay. Iggy, she came out and said that she had a baby boy. You know what I'm saying? Girl, they already had those pregnancy rumors out about you. You just confirmed it. And in this climate, what we gonna do with that information? Congratulations. And speaking of kids and stuff, congratulations are in order to Tiana Taylor and Iman. They are pregnant with baby number 2. I love them as a couple. I'm waiting for the sex tape to leak, but I really do like them, because they look like they have some nasty fun sex. Like, it's different every time. That's what it look like. It really do. They look like they really, like, have you ever really, I love seeing couples that as soon as you see them and you see their dynamic, you can tell that they belong together. Like, they just mesh well, so well. Like, you can't see them with anybody else. Like, that's your perfect match right there. Jussie Smollett, he just won't let us go, okay? Because of everything that's been going on now, and, the Black Lives Matter coming back up, and the George Floyd situation, and, the issue about police brutality and police corruption. He wanted to tie that into his case. No, baby. No, baby. Yes, the Chicago PD is corrupt as shit, but baby boy, you lied, okay? You lied. I don't even have to go into the details no more and to tell you how I know you lied, bitch, because wasn't nobody out there on them streets at that time. If the drug dealers and shit wasn't out there selling drugs in frigid ass 0-degree negative this weather, okay? No. Wasn't nobody out there on the streets, and I was down there during it. No, okay? Anyway, moving on from there. Akon led 6ix9ine, who was sitting in a video with a full lace front, a full 20 cents 30-inch lace front, remake his Locked Up song to do Locked Up Part 2. Who asked for it? And then Nicki and him in the song together. I ain't even listened to the song. I listened to Nicki verse. I was here for it or whatever. Nicki throwing shots. Nicki girl, you really let what Usher said about her, you being a product of Lil' Kim. That shit was cute though. I ain't even gonna lie, because when I heard that shit, I said, shit, bitch. You let that get to you, girlfriend. Girl, stop it. Okay, he didn't dish you. All right, what he was basically trying to say is, just like somebody came before Lil' Kim, you became before you. You know what I'm saying? Like an assembly line. That's what it seemed like. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a diss, but it was cute in the song when you said that shit, usher him to the doctor or some shit like that. I said, damn. Let me just tell you this. I don't know what Nikki doing to her. I don't know if she had any girl. Listen, the titties look nice. Okay, they look really fluffy to me. I don't know. They look like they were really, really soft. Okay, because I think the clips. I haven't watched the video. Because I don't like Tekashi, so I'm not gonna give him any strings. I do like Nikki, so I watched the clips that was on the Shade Room. You know what I'm saying, and that's been on Twitter. But yeah, yeah, titties. Ew, and the rainbow color hair that she had, that brightness and everything, I wanted my locks to be like that, like at the ends or whatever. I really wanted them to be like that. But my whole thing is, I ain't got the patience to sit down and go through all of that, you know. One day I'm gonna get the thing that, but you know, that's an inspiration anyway. And shout out to Justice Smith. You know, he played in the Detective Pokemon show. He played in Jurassic Park. Or was it Jurassic World Kingdom or something like that? What else he played in the Get Down? Mylene, my butterscotch clean. I don't know if that's what he said, but the one that was all up in Mylene. Yeah, he came out and he gay, he family or whatever, and I was like, oh shit. And then his boyfriend is Micah. I said Micah from Queen Sugar. I was like, you never, bitch. My gaydar wasn't up on that one for neither one, and they cute together. I am so happy for them. Terrence J and Marlon, that little shit that y'all had, scratch it, okay? Because we really thought that y'all was, you know, Terrence J was trying to come for the Wayne's family, and kind of found out it was just a little fake parody show that they was doing or whatever, you know. And I was just about like, everybody went in on Terrence J. We was like, how dare you try to come for the Wayne's family and whatever like that, when we still don't even know who the bitch was in the car with you when you got into that accident, when you was in a relationship with Jansen. Okay, yeah. Scratch that shit, because next time let us in on a joke before you do it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm gonna get up off of here. Y'all got the whole weekend to watch these videos. I mean, this video I gave y'all. And let me thank y'all so much for, you know, really tuning in to the last What It Is video. I don't know what that was about, but y'all really had the views up on that, and I appreciate it. Truth be told, like, thank you so much. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Please, please be safe, because this virus is not gone. All right. Take the necessary safety precautions that you need, okay? I'm not saying that you have to stay in the house, but if you go out, please be safe while doing whatever it is that you are doing, okay? And I will see you guys later. I have to go to work tomorrow. I need to go get me something to eat. I ain't ate all day. It is 2:48 and a bitch ain't ate since lunch yesterday. Girl, what am I on? I'll see y'all later. Peace.